Hello. Now, the inspiration for this video, just want to say real quick, special thanks goes out to my friend, a security guard, and a couple of Louis Vuitton thieves from the fashion show who were the inspiration for this show. So thank you guys so much for that inspiration. Welcome back to Vegas Aces live stream. My name is Heather Ferris, and I'll be your host for today. Now, on this live stream, we are going to be discussing the 3 tactics cheaters use to steal. So, if you guys have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please put them in the chat, and we will answer your questions at the end of this video. Now, before we get started, I just want to remind you to subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you're always notified of our latest videos and live streams. Now, if you are brand new to this channel and this is your first time here, my name is Heather Ferris and I'm the founder of Vegas Aces. I'm also an adjunct professor at UNLV, a content creator, consultant, and I've been involved in the casino industry for over 15 years. I created Vegas Aces as a way to help people learn how to play and deal to casino table games. And as a way to give back to our community, we offer a free dealing trade school where we help place dealers at no cost. Now, on with the show. Okay, so tactic 1, distraction. Now, by distraction, what I mean is you're distracting the dealer's attention. By distracting the dealer's attention, mechanics are free to make their move without being in the line of sight. For example, a player may start a fight near third base, and while the dealer's attention is focused in that direction, the player on first base can successfully pinch or press their bet. Now, it's important for dealers to be aware of this and keep this in mind. So that way, if a distraction happens, then you know that someone might be trying to cheat on your table. So once you realize this, stay alert, stay focused, case your layout, and always keep your entire table in view at all times. Now, anything out of the ordinary or unusual behavior may be a distraction. And this would include, let's say, 2 players getting into a fight, a drunk person making a fool of themselves, seeing naked people in the casino or seeing 2 people having sex, having players on your table asking embarrassing or way too personal questions, and someone who is trying to shock the dealer by, let's say, smacking their hand or smacking their arm or touching them in a way that's like very surprising to the dealer. All of these are distractions. Now, using a distraction is a common tactic that thieves use when they're trying to steal items in plain sight. Okay, so before we move on to number 2, just a quick word from our sponsor. If you guys like this video and you want to help support Vegas Aces, please remember to tip your dealer, and now you can with Super Chat. Super Chat is a way YouTube allows you to show your appreciation by tipping me any amount you want. Go ahead, give it a try, or show your support by becoming a member of our Patreon page. We have several different levels and rewards for you to choose from. Any membership level counts, even $1, so please go join today. Now, if you guys have any questions, comments, suggestions, anything like that, please put it in the chat and we will answer them at the very end of this video. Okay, so back to the show. Now, our tactic number two, is misdirection. So when stealing from someone, misdirection allows the cheater to move the dealer's body in a certain way that will make it harder for that dealer to see the mechanic work. Cheaters use this when they're trying to pull off, let's say, like the Savannah move on roulette. So you want to make sure you are aware of this. One player, for example, will bet their chips in a certain way in order to make the dealer's body move in a certain order, in a specific way. So that way the mechanic can make their move without being caught. Now, in a normal store setting, a typical thief may ask a lone store clerk to get an item that's like really high up on the shelf, while one of their friends takes off with a stolen item like a Louis Vuitton purse. Same tactic. Now, another form of misdirection is a spilled drink. So if you're dealing on a table and you have a player who spills a drink all the way at the end of the table, then this forces the dealer to turn their body or their back to the other side of the table as they clean up the spilled drink. And this makes it easier for the mechanic to make the switch without the dealer noticing. So as a dealer, you want to be aware of this. Again, if a misdirection happens, if someone spills their drink and you go to turn your body to clean up the spilled drink, keep in mind that this is a misdirection, and make sure your body is open to the entire table. Make sure you have the entire table in your line of sight at all times. You never ever want to turn your back on your table or your bank. Okay, so before we go on to tactic number three, we have one more word from our sponsor. If you like this video and you want to help support Vegas Aces, then one of the ways you could do so is by going to vegas-aces.com and clicking on one of our affiliate banners. When you sign up for an account through one of our affiliate links, then we get a small commission. If you ever have any problems, questions, disputes, anything like that, email me at heather@vegas-aces.com and we will help you out. Okay, back to the show. So tactic number three is team play. And team play is very common and highly effective as far as like a cheating maneuver is concerned when it's done with teams of people. So when this type of thing will happen, it's never like a lone wolf. It's never like, oh, the person who spilled the drink is the one that, you know, the one who's causing the problem, the one who's causing the fight, that's the one who's cheating. No, it's always a team thing. There's always multiple people. So one person will distract or misdirect the dealer while the mechanic pulls off the maneuver. Now, team play is used on every table in the casino, from blackjack to roulette to craps. So all dealers want to be aware of this. Team play is also used when offsetting bets. So for example, on Baccarat, multiple members of the same cheating team will sit on the same game together and they'll wager while the cheater is looking for, let's say, their marked cards. So while they're waiting for their marked cards to come out of the shoe, they'll, as a team, offset each other's bets. So when I say offsetting each other's bets, what I'm talking about is one player will bet $10 on banker and one will bet like $10 on player. So no matter what happens, their money, their bank account, their bankroll, it all stays the same. Now, this will do one of two things. It will help disguise the player's relationship on the table by camouflaging their betting patterns and rendering the scam very difficult to detect. And also by betting against each other with the same total amount, you are close to the same as far as like betting goes. So these people can offset their losses and break even on the hands where the top card isn't marked. So again, as a dealer on the table, you're looking for team play. Offsetting bets would be one example. If there's a distraction on the table or misdirection, you know that there's a team working there. If they're asking you shocking questions, personal questions, you know that they're trying to distract you while some other member is doing something that they don't want you to see. So be aware of this as a dealer on your table. Know what to look for. Know what they're doing. By you knowing how they cheat and what they do, that will help you strengthen your table security more. So that way you could protect your table better. Okay. So if you guys have any questions or suggestions, please put them in the chat and I will answer them very shortly. And before we go on, real quick. Just a quick reminder, Vegas Aces is supported by viewers like you. Donations make it possible for us to bring you all of these videos for free. If you think this video is worth more than $0, please donate the amount you feel it's worth by clicking the link in the description below. And we have no updates on the channel, so let's go to your questions and answers. Good to see you guys. Thank you for joining. Really do appreciate it. Hi, Jim. How are you? Got Jim saying hi. Ooh, we do have a question. So, Scar, if a player steals and you didn't see anything, but the eye in the sky does, do you get reprimanded, and how does the casino bring it up to you? It really depends on the situation. It depends on what happens. So, for example, if you have a blatant, a player blatantly stealing on your table and you should have seen it, or you were doing something like not following policies and procedures when you should have been following procedures. If it's something you did, let's say if you were cross-firing with another player and as you're looking at the other player on the other table, you have the other dealer on another table, you have a player behind you who's pinching or pressing their bets. If you're doing something you shouldn't be doing while a player's cheating, then yeah, you're going to get in trouble for it for sure. You'll be written up. Depending on how bad it is will depend on how bad the write-up is. Also, too, depending on how many times this has happened, or is the dealer a constant screw up? If they're, having multiple write-ups and everything, that's going to matter. If they're doing everything they should be doing, if they're casing their layout, if they're watching their players, if they're, following the policies and procedures, if they're doing everything that they're supposed to, and the eye in the sky catches it and the dealer doesn't, then no, the dealer does not get in trouble for it. If anything, floor supervisors or management will pull the dealer aside and let the dealer know what happened, and also let the dealer know this is what you need to look for. This is what happened. This is what players do. These are like the red flags that you need to keep an eye out for. And they'll try to explain the situation, and it will become more of like a learning, a teaching moment type of a thing. Okay. Hi, Dust Bunny Mafia. Those are some pretty cool cards, by the way. I was looking at those pictures. Those are some really neat playing cards you got there. Does the Savannah move still go on after the book was released? Do you think casinos would be looking for it? I do think the Savannah still is being used because people, like you just said, the book is out there. People read the book. So then they want to try it. So then they go and they try it. It's good to know what moves are out there and what people are doing. So that way dealers know what to look for, and they know, okay, this section of the table is vulnerable. If this happens, then I got to watch out for this, and I have to case my layout. So it's really, really good for dealers to know what to look out for and know what moves are out there. So that way they know how to protect their table better. And yes, people are still doing it, again, because the book's out there, they're reading it, they want to try it. And also, too, they're probably putting their own spin on things. People are very creative. So they might take someone's really good idea and they might do a different version of it that's, even more creative. So again, it's all about trying to educate yourself as much as possible so you know what to look out for, and you can be a better dealer and you can strengthen your table security by knowing what red flags to look out for. Okay, so that looks like that's it. Hey, Rocky. Cool. Okay, so that's everyone's questions, comments, everything like that. I don't see anyone else, so I think we're good on questions. That does it for today's show. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for joining. Please join us again on our next live stream, which is every Thursday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We will be on Mike Shackelford's website or YouTube channel today. We're doing an AMA with Mike Shackelford, the Wizard of Odds, today, February 4th, 2021 at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you are around, please join us at The Odds Must Be Crazy. Again, the channel name is The Odds Must Be Crazy. Until then, this is Heather Ferris with Vegas Aces, reminding you that education can change the world. Have a great one, you guys. See you later. Bye.